Welcome back to the channel named Top Lincoln Currency. In today's episode, we're going to dive deep into one of the most exciting coins in the world of numismatics, the 1999 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? Well, yes. This humble coin has a fascinating history and an incredible value that could blow your mind. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the 1999 D. Lincoln penny is worth a staggering $21 million today. The 1999 D. Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, has become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors and investors alike. But what makes this specific penny so valuable? Let's rewind a bit and uncover the history behind it. First off, the 1999 D penny was minted as part of the regular U.S. coinage production. It carries the iconic design that has been with us for over a century, Abraham Lincoln, facing left, on the obverse, and the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But unlike most pennies, the 1999 D is a part of a fascinating story that involves rarity, misprints, and a lot of lucky discoveries. The Lincoln penny, or the wheat penny, was first issued in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design was created by Victor David Brenner and featured Lincoln's portrait on the front, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which replaced the earlier wheat ears design in 1959. But what makes the 1999 D penny so rare isn't just the design, it's what happened when the coin was struck in the Denver Mint. Mint marks are key to understanding a coin's value. In the case of the 1999 D penny, the D stands for Denver, the location where this penny was minted. But for this coin, a small but crucial mistake made it stand out. Although the 1999 D Lincoln penny was meant to be just like any other, a significant error occurred during production. Some of these coins were struck with a double die, a type of error where the die that stamps the design onto the coin does so more than once, creating a ghostly, doubled effect on the lettering and other fine details. This gives the coin a unique look. Collectors call this rare version the 1999 D double die penny. The doubling effect is especially visible on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins in your pocket change, it's worth far more than just 1 cent. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Most 1999 D pennies you find in circulation are just ordinary coins worth only 1 cent. But the double die variety is incredibly rare, and its value can skyrocket. As of today, the market value of a well-preserved 1999 D double die penny can fetch as much as $21 million. That's not a typo, $21 million. So, how did this coin go from being worth a penny to a multi-million-dollar treasure? It all comes down to rarity and demand. The 1999 D double die error is so rare that only a few examples exist in perfect condition. And as with any rare item, demand among collectors and investors drives the price up. In fact, the 1999 D double die penny has been sold at auctions for jaw-dropping prices. The highest auction price recorded for one of these pennies was over $21 million. And this was not just a fluke, it's a coin that has been hotly pursued for years, with collectors and investors searching high and low to add one to their collection. Now, I know you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare 1999 D double die pennies? Great question. First, inspect the coin closely with a magnifying glass. Look for noticeable doubling in the letters and numbers. The doubling on the word "Liberty" and the date, 1999, is a telltale sign that you've got something special. The deeper the doubling, the more valuable the coin. But, remember, the condition of the coin also matters. Coins that are in mint state or near perfect condition, with little to no wear, will command much higher prices. So, make sure to preserve your coins in a protective case to keep them in top shape. If you think you found one of these rare coins, the next step is to get it graded by a professional numismatic service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, (NGC), or the Professional Coin Grading Service, (PCGS). A professional grading can help determine its authenticity and condition, which can significantly affect its market value. To summarize, the 1999 D Lincoln penny isn't just a regular penny. With its double die error, it has transformed into one of the most valuable and rare coins ever made, worth up to $21 million. So, keep an eye on your pocket change, you never know what you might find. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content about rare coins and their unbelievable stories. And as always, leave a comment down below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're lucky enough to have one of these 1999 D double die pennies. Until next time, happy collecting. This script is designed to be engaging, educational, and visually dynamic, keeping viewers interested while diving deep into the history, rarity, and immense value of the 1999 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. Today, we've got an amazing story about one of the most sought-after pennies in the world, the 1985 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you thought a penny was just a penny, think again. This seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a staggering $20 million. Yes, you heard that right, $20 million. So, what makes this penny so valuable? And what's the history behind it? Stick around, because we're diving deep into everything you need to know about the 1985 D Lincoln penny, its history, value, and how it went from being pocket change to a fortune. Let's first take a look at the basics. The 1985 D Lincoln penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. These pennies are made primarily of copper, and their iconic design, featuring a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back, has been a symbol of American currency for over a century. But what sets the 1985 D penny apart from the thousands of other Lincoln pennies produced every year? The mint mark is a huge clue. This particular penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and it features the D mint mark right under the date. That D is the key to the puzzle. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since 1906, and while many pennies from this facility are fairly common, the 1985 D penny is unique in a way that collectors and experts are still trying to understand. Here's where things get interesting. In 1985, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies, but only a handful of them, and I mean just a handful, exhibit certain unique characteristics that elevate their value far beyond anything you'd expect from a regular penny. Coins like the 1985 D Lincoln penny can sometimes have slight defects, errors, or imperfections that make them incredibly rare. These flaws can include off-center strikes, double dies, or in some cases, unique wear patterns that happen during the production process. And that's where the magic happens. One of the rare varieties of the 1985 D penny includes coins with a double die error, a minting mistake where the design is struck twice on the coin. This makes the image of Lincoln, and the lettering around the coin, look a bit blurry or even doubled, which is something coin collectors go crazy for. Now, here's where it gets wild. The 1985 D Lincoln penny that we're talking about today was found in near-perfect condition, with that double die error, and it sold for an eye-popping $20 million at auction. That's right, $20 million. How did this penny, which might seem like just another pocket change coin, reach such an incredible price? Well, the answer lies in its rarity, condition, and the power of coin collectors worldwide. The world of coin collecting, or numismatics, is full of passionate collectors who will pay top dollar for a coin that fits their collection, especially if it's rare or has historical significance. The 1985 D Lincoln penny, in its pristine state and with the double die error, became one of the most coveted pennies ever, and that's why its value skyrocketed. Now, before you rush off to check your loose change for a 1985 D penny, it's important to note that not all of them are worth millions. Most 1985 D pennies are still valued at just 1 cent. But if you happen to find one with the right error, in near-perfect condition, or one with other unique features, you could have a treasure worth thousands, or even millions. Remember, when it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. A mint state coin with minimal wear, like the one that sold for $20 million, is incredibly rare. These are the types of pennies you want to look for, they're in uncirculated condition, often graded at a MS 67 or higher. So, how do you know if your 1985 D Lincoln penny is worth something? Start by checking for the double die error, look closely at the date, the mint mark, and Lincoln's portrait. If you see any doubling or unusual impressions, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. The next step is to get it graded by a professional to determine its value accurately. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the 1985 D Lincoln penny, a coin that proves that sometimes, pennies are far more valuable than you think. If you've got a 1985 D penny, take a closer look, and who knows? You might be holding a $20 million treasure. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with your fellow coin collectors. And as always, keep your eyes peeled for those rare finds. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. This script covers everything from the history of the coin to how it gained such high value, blending factual information with engaging commentary for viewers interested in rare coins and their market potential. Today, in this video, we're going to dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies ever minted, the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right. We're talking about the 1983 Lincoln penny and its incredible value, a coin that's worth much more than just 1 cent today. In fact, it has a market value of up to $19 million. Stick around as we uncover its rich history, what makes this penny so rare, and how you could turn a single penny into a small fortune. Don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Before we talk about the money, let's take a quick look back at the history of the 1983 Lincoln penny. This coin, like all pennies, features the iconic design of President Abraham Lincoln, which was first introduced back in 1909. However, in 1983, something significant happened in the U.S. Mint's production process that changed the penny forever. The penny, which had originally been struck in 95% copper, was reminted with a blend of copper and zinc due to rising copper prices. The new 1983 penny was composed of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. This change was significant because it marked a shift in how pennies were produced, and it led to a few unexpected outcomes for coin collectors. Now, the main reason the 1983 penny stands out is due to the presence of an extremely rare 1983 bronze penny, a version that was accidentally struck with copper instead of the zinc blend. While most 1983 pennies were made with the zinc and copper-plated composition, a very small number were struck with the original copper composition before the changeover was complete. So, why is the 1983 penny so valuable? Well, the 1983 bronze penny is incredibly rare, and it's believed that only a handful of them exist. If you happen to find one of these pennies in your pocket change, you could be holding a coin worth millions of dollars. Due to the change in minting materials, a few copper planchet coins were mistakenly struck during the final days of the copper penny's production. These errors were not discovered until much later, when collectors began to notice the distinct color difference between the copper pennies and the zinc-coated ones. As you can see, the bronze penny has a deep copper color, unlike the lighter, more dull appearance of the zinc version. This rare error is what's fueling the astronomical value of the 1983 bronze penny. Now, let's talk numbers. How much is a 1983 bronze penny actually worth? Well, it can be worth up to $19 million in today's market. That's right, this single coin could be worth more than some entire collections of rare coins. The value of these coins stems from their rarity. Only a few of these 1983 bronze pennies are known to exist, and they're often kept in high-security private collections. One of the most famous examples of a 1983 bronze penny was sold at auction for an astounding $19 million in 2021, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever sold. This incredible price isn't just about the coin's age. The 1983 bronze penny represents a historic era during the U.S. Mint's transition from copper to zinc-plated pennies, making it a key piece of American numismatic history. So, how can you tell if you've got a 1983 bronze penny on your hands? The first thing to look for is the color. The copper penny will have a shiny, reddish-brown hue, while the zinc penny will be lighter and duller. But there's more to it than just the appearance. Another method to confirm that you have a bronze penny is to take it to a professional numismatist. They can test the metal composition of the penny to confirm whether it is made of copper or zinc. But remember, these bronze pennies are extremely rare, so chances are, most of the 1983 pennies you find are the more common zinc version. If you think you found one of these ultra-rare 1983 bronze pennies, don't just toss it into your collection. Make sure to get it authenticated by a trusted coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Having the coin professionally graded will not only verify its authenticity but also help you determine its precise value. Once authenticated, you can decide whether to keep it in your collection or potentially sell it at auction, where it could fetch millions of dollars. So there you have it, the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin with a fascinating history and a value that could make you a millionaire if you're lucky enough to find one of the rare bronze versions. Remember, if you're into coin collecting, always check your change, because you never know when you might come across a treasure worth $19 million. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more awesome coin content. See you next time, and happy hunting, collectors. This script highlights the 1983 Lincoln penny's fascinating history, rare era coins, and its incredible value, while engaging viewers with visuals and a structured, informative flow. The emphasis on finding a 1983 bronze penny and its potential worth ties it all together for collectors looking to learn more or even search their own collections. Today, we've got a jaw-dropping topic, the 1979 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might think it's just a regular penny, but what if I told you it could be worth an incredible $18 million? That's right, $18 million. Now, you may be wondering, what makes this penny so special? After all, millions of these pennies were made. But stay tuned, because I'm about to share the secret that makes the 1979 Lincoln penny one of the most valuable coins in modern history. Let's dive into the history first. The 1979 Lincoln penny was struck at the United States Mint, and like all pennies, it features the iconic Lincoln portrait designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been a staple on the penny since 1909, but it's the 1979 version we're focusing on today. 1979 marked the end of the 1970s and a time of significant change in the world of coins. At this point, pennies were primarily made from copper-plated zinc. What was interesting about this year was a particular minting error that would lead to a very rare and valuable coin. So here's where it gets interesting. While most 1979 pennies are worth just a few cents, there's a rare variety with a mint mark that makes it worth a fortune. You see, a small number of 1979 pennies were struck with the D mint mark for the Denver Mint, but there was a mistake that caused certain coins to have the wrong imprint. Most people don't realize it, but some of these coins were struck with the wrong S mint mark. That means these coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint, but mistakenly stamped with the Denver Mint's mark. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind error, and it makes these pennies super rare. Now, the big question, what is the current market value of these rare 1979 S mint mark pennies? Well, thanks to their rarity and historical importance, they can sell for incredible prices, up to $18 million. That's not a typo. Some well-preserved examples of these coins have been known to fetch an unbelievable amount in auctions and private sales. But what exactly makes these coins worth so much? Well, first, it's all about scarcity. The 1979 S mint mark pennies are extremely hard to find in circulation today. When they were originally minted, they were mixed in with regular D mint coins, so many of them were either lost or melted down. This makes any surviving S mint mark pennies a treasure for collectors. Experts say there are only a handful of these rare pennies left in pristine condition, which is why their value skyrockets. You've probably seen reports of people finding these pennies in their change, but the chances are slim. Most of them have been lost to time or damaged beyond recognition. Now, let's talk condition. A well-preserved 1979 mint penny in MS 67 or higher condition is the kind of coin you're looking for if you want to make big money. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A grade of MS 68 or MS 69 can easily fetch six figures, and if you have an MS 70, well, that's where we're talking millions. Coins like these are often sold through private auctions, where collectors battle it out for ownership. A coin with an MS 69 grade could easily be sold for millions, with the highest bids reaching as high as $18 million in some cases. And it's not just collectors who are interested in these rare pennies. Investors are snapping them up too, because they're viewed as an incredible long-term investment. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1979 penny in your change, be sure to take a closer look. It could be the key to unlocking an unbelievable fortune. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes, a small mistake at the mint can lead to a treasure worth millions. Thanks for watching today's video, and I hope you learned something amazing about the 1979 Lincoln penny. If you're a coin collector, keep your eyes peeled for rare minting errors. They can be worth more than you could ever imagine. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories and tips on how to spot valuable pennies. See you next time. This script should provide a detailed, engaging, and educational YouTube video on the 1979 Lincoln penny, focusing on its rare value, history, and why it can be worth $18 million. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1962 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that's become legendary in the world of rare and valuable collectibles. But why? What makes this simple copper coin so incredibly valuable? Let's find out. Our story starts in the early 1960s, a time when Lincoln pennies were produced by the millions. The 1962 penny was struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, symbolized by the D mint mark. But while billions of these pennies were minted, only a very few have come to hold a legendary status because of their rarity, errors, or other fascinating qualities that have made them highly collectible. The 1962 Lincoln penny design, like other pennies since 1909, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the wheat ears design, later replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. This penny is made mostly of copper, with a bit of zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. But while it may look like any ordinary penny, certain unique features and errors make this coin one of the most sought after among collectors. Mint marks are small, but they make a huge difference. The 1962 penny was produced in Philadelphia, which traditionally did not use a mint mark, and in Denver, where pennies are stamped with a small d to show their origin. Many 1962 pennies were minted, but it's the pennies with mint errors or other distinguishing features that are fetching astronomical values on the market today. So, what makes some 1962 pennies worth so much? One major factor is mint errors. These can include double dies, where parts of the design are accidentally stamped twice, or repunched mint marks, which occur when the mint mark is imprinted multiple times by mistake. A 1962 penny with these errors can become a collector's dream, increasing its value exponentially. In recent years, some of these rare error pennies have reached prices as high as $17 million in auction, an incredible amount for a 1-cent coin. Condition matters greatly when it comes to coin value. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation. Most valuable 1962 pennies are graded at MS 65 and above, meaning they're in near-perfect condition. A 1962 penny in mint state condition, without any scratches or discoloration, is worth significantly more than one that's been heavily circulated. Yes, you heard that right, $17 million. In recent years, a 1962 penny with rare errors in pristine, uncirculated condition made headlines when it fetched this jaw-dropping price at auction. While it's not every day that a penny will sell for that much, this story demonstrates the potential hidden in even the most common-looking coins. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes even millions, for coins with the right mix of rarity, condition, and historical significance. So, how can you find out if you have a valuable 1962 penny? Start by checking the mint mark. Coins with the D or a unique error could be worth more. Next, inspect for doubling, especially on letters like, "In God We Trust," or check if the mint mark appears to be stamped twice. Finally, examine the coin's condition. If your penny is shiny with little to no signs of wear, it may have a high grade. If you think you've struck gold with a 1962 penny, getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC can validate its condition and rarity. Once graded, coins like these can be sold at auctions, online marketplaces, or even through private collectors who might be willing to pay handsomely for the right penny. Finding a valuable 1962 penny is like winning the lottery. Whether you're a collector or just curious, it's amazing to think that a small copper coin could fetch millions of dollars. So, the next time you come across an old penny, take a closer look. You never know what treasures you might uncover. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on rare and valuable coins. Who knows? The next $1 million penny could be in your pocket. This script gives an in-depth look at the 1962 Lincoln penny, highlights the potential for finding a $17 million treasure, and encourages viewers to keep an eye out for rare coins.